Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we're sharing 10 easy pantry swaps that nutritionists recommend to elevate your meals and enhance your health. These simple changes can make a big difference in your diet, helping you eat cleaner and feel better without the hassle of complicated recipes or drastic lifestyle changes. So, if you're ready to refresh your pantry and embrace healthier options, let's dive right in. 1. Swap white rice for quinoa. In 2024, quinoa has become a staple in the pantries of health-conscious families, and for good reason. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, quinoa contains over twice the fiber and protein of white rice per serving, USDA, 2024. Recent research from Harvard School of Public Health highlights that diets high in whole grains like quinoa are linked to a 21% lower risk of cardiovascular disease. Quinoa is also a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids, something white rice can't offer. For people managing blood sugar, quinoa scores lower on the glycemic index, causing fewer spikes. Many nutritionists recommend using quinoa in place of rice in stir-fries, salads, and casseroles for a nutty flavor and a major nutrient upgrade. Plus, a 2025 survey by the International Food Information Council reported a 30% increase in quinoa purchases over the past year, showing this swap is more than just a trend. 2. Replace vegetable oil with extra virgin olive oil. Switching out generic vegetable oil for extra virgin olive oil is one of the simplest changes that can have a big impact. The American Heart Association's 2024 guidelines explicitly recommend olive oil for its heart-protective monounsaturated fats. A 2024 meta-analysis published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that those who consumed olive oil daily had a 19% lower risk of heart disease. Olive oil is rich in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, which have been shown to reduce markers of chronic inflammation in recent clinical trials. Compared to vegetable oils, which are often highly processed and may contain trans fats, olive oil is minimally processed and delivers a richer flavor to dressings and sautés. According to Statista, sales of extra virgin olive oil in the U.S. rose by 17% in 2024, reflecting growing consumer awareness. 3. Opt for lentil or chickpea pasta instead of white pasta. The traditional white pasta is made from refined flour, which strips away much of the fiber and nutrients. The 2025 dietary guidelines for Americans emphasize the importance of fiber, and legume-based pastas deliver nearly 3 times as much per serving compared to white pasta, USDA Food Data Central, 2025. Lentil and chickpea pastas are also packed with plant-based protein, up to 14 grams per serving, versus the usual 7 grams in white pasta. A 2024 study from the University of Toronto found that swapping to legume-based pasta reduced post-meal blood sugar spikes by 35%. These pastas are naturally gluten-free, making them an inclusive option for people with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity. The texture is hearty, and the mild flavor pairs well with any sauce. Nielsen IQ reported a 24% increase in legume pasta sales in North America in 2024, a testament to their growing popularity. 4. Switch sugary breakfast cereals for rolled oats. Sugary breakfast cereals are notorious for their high added sugar content, with an average serving containing 12 grams of sugar, CDC, 2024. In contrast, rolled oats contain 0 added sugar and provide slow-digesting carbohydrates that help keep energy levels steady. A 2024 report from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention linked high-sugar breakfast cereals to a 20% rise in childhood obesity rates over the past decade. Rolled oats are naturally high in beta-glucan, a type of soluble fiber proven to lower cholesterol levels, according to a 2024 meta-analysis in Nutrients. Nutritionists recommend preparing oats overnight with nuts and berries for a balanced, customizable meal. In 2024, Mintel reported that sales of plain rolled oats outpaced sugary cereals by 8% for the first time in the U.S., signaling a major shift in breakfast habits. 5. Choose low-sodium broth over regular broth. Most canned and boxed broths are packed with sodium, with standard versions containing up to 900 mg per cup, FDA, 2024. The American Heart Association recommends limiting sodium intake to 1,500 to 2,300 milligrams per day, and low-sodium broths typically contain less than half the salt. A 2025 study from Johns Hopkins found that individuals who swapped to low-sodium broths reduced their overall daily sodium intake by 18% and saw measurable drops in blood pressure over 3 months. Excess sodium is linked to increased risk of stroke and heart disease, so this swap is a practical step for better heart health. Low-sodium broths still provide the savory, umami-rich foundation for soups and stews without the health risks. According to IRI data, low-sodium broth sales increased by 12% in 2024 as more consumers became aware of sodium's impact on health. 6. Trade refined flour for 100% whole wheat flour. Refined white flour loses most of its fiber, vitamins, and minerals during processing. According to the 2024 CDC report, less than 10% of American adults meet the recommended daily intake for whole grains. Swapping to 100% whole wheat flour boosts your intake of fiber, vitamin B6, magnesium, and iron. Research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2024, found that eating whole grains instead of refined grains reduced the risk of type 2 diabetes by 22%. Whole wheat flour adds a nutty, hearty flavor to baked goods and is a seamless substitute for most recipes. Retail sales data from 2024 showed a 15% year-over-year increase in whole wheat flour sales, with major bakeries incorporating more whole grains into their products. 7. Use unsweetened nut butter instead of standard peanut butter. Many commercial peanut butters are loaded with added sugar, hydrogenated oils, and even salt. According to a 2024 Consumer Reports analysis, the most popular peanut butter brands contain up to 4 grams of added sugar per serving. Unsweetened nut butters, whether almond, cashew, or peanut, are made with just nuts and sometimes a pinch of salt. A 2025 review in the British Journal of Nutrition concluded that regular nut butter consumption is linked to a 13% lower risk of cardiovascular disease, likely due to their healthy fat profile. Unsweetened nut butters also contain more protein and less saturated fat than their sweetened counterparts. Nutritionists recommend checking the ingredient list for a single ingredient, nuts. Sales of unsweetened butters jumped 19% in 2024, according to SPIN's market data, reflecting growing demand for cleaner labels. 8. Switch canned fruit in syrup for fruit packed in water or juice. Canned fruits are a convenient pantry staple, but those packed in heavy syrup can contain up to 20 grams of added sugar per serving. FDA, 2024. Current dietary guidelines urge Americans to limit added sugars to 10% of daily calories, a target often exceeded due to hidden sugars in processed foods. Fruit packed in water or 100% juice has no added sugar and preserves the natural nutrients of the fruit. A 2024 study published in the Journal of Nutrition Education found that families who made this switch cut their added sugar intake by 9% on average. Dietitians recommend rinsing canned fruit before serving to reduce sugar content further. Nielsen's 2024 report showed a 14% increase in sales of fruit packed in juice or water, indicating that consumers are becoming more ingredient savvy. 9. Pick brown rice cakes over potato chips. Potato chips are among the most popular snack foods in the US, but they're high in sodium, saturated fat, and calories. The 2024 CDC report states that the average American consumes 1.2 servings of chips per day, contributing to excess calorie intake. Brown rice cakes are a crunchy, low-calorie alternative, with only 35 calories per cake and no added fat. They're also a source of whole grains, which are linked to lower risk of chronic diseases, according to the Dietary Guidelines for Americans, 2025. A 2024 University of Michigan study found that swapping chips for whole grain rice cakes led to a 7% decrease in daily calorie intake, supporting weight management goals. Market research from Innova Market Insights in 2024 showed a 16% rise in brown rice cake sales, especially among young adults seeking healthier snacks. 10. Use Greek yogurt instead of sour cream. Sour cream is beloved for its tangy flavor but is relatively high in saturated fat and calories. Greek yogurt, on the other hand, is naturally lower in fat and contains almost double the protein. According to the USDA, a 2024 update to their nutrient database shows non-fat Greek yogurt has just 90 calories and 0 grams of fat per serving, compared to 220 calories and 10 grams of fat in regular sour cream. Greek yogurt is also rich in probiotics, which are linked to better gut health and immunity, as highlighted in a 2025 review in the journal Gut Microbes. Nutritionists recommend using Greek yogurt as a direct swap for sour cream in dips, baked potatoes, and even baked goods. In 2024, Greek yogurt sales grew by 11%, while sour cream sales remained flat, reflecting a clear shift toward healthier dairy choices. End.